Hello, friends, family. There's just been something that's been on my mind that's very important to me. I just want to share it with you. And so if you have a few minutes, don't mind listening to a couple things. I'd like to share some things on my heart. One of the thing that is, you obviously seen that this website is called Planning for Eternity. One of the things that I've done a little bit of research, there are a lot of people that believe that there's life after death. There's an eternity after this life. At my age, my life has gone by really fast, it seems. You know, we have a certain life expectancy. 2/3 of those who identify with a religious group, which is probably close to half or more of the people that are alive on this earth, have some religious belief. And 2/3 of those believe that there is eternal life and there's a life after death. And so I wanted to show you an illustration about eternity and what that means. And so a good friend of mine in Royal Rangers, he showed this illustration once. I was actually at a cardboard boat race, and he had a rope. If I had a rope, maybe someone could, oh yeah, there we go. So this rope's a little bit small for the illustration. Perhaps maybe a little bit bigger rope would be better. Oh yeah, there we go. Now that's a rope. I was thinking of something kind of in between. So let's see. Let's try. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, this is more like. Okay, so this reminds me of the rope in the illustration that my friend had, and so basically he had this rope, and I'm going to present this kind of like he did. There's a rope illustrating our life. Okay. And so, first of all, we had some tape on the rope, and so I should say this part of the rope right here represents our birth and maybe our elementary years. And I'm going to add tape here to show this is our continued education, like up to high school, maybe getting into college. So, fairly. You know, just kind of imagine this is our life here. It's going to be fairly short in contrast to eternity. So that's what I'm wanting. So maybe, you know, we plan for our education. Let's say we get out of school. We plan if you plan for VOTEC school or college, or maybe just go on to work, and that's your plan. That's fine. And then so we get a job, and we have a pretty large segment of our life is working, and so I'm going to put this tape on here representing that. And during this time, we also have developed relationships, maybe get married, maybe have kids, very involved in that part of our life. We have plans, make plans for what we do, maybe our career path, whether we get promoted and all that kind of thing. And then, you know, we have our kids, maybe they grow up and get married. Maybe even if we're lucky, we have grandkids. And so then we think about retiring from our job. I'm going to put that on here. And so if we're blessed to be able to retire, that happens. So we plan for those things. But do we plan for the rest if we believe in eternity? Do we plan for eternity? And just to get an idea, first of all, this rope's probably not long enough to plan for eternity. I just wanted to use it to kind of illustrate, if this was our life here, eternity is very long. You can plan for eternity. And so I want to share this in my life, my faith. You can plan for eternity. And the way you can plan for eternity is with God's instruction book. I believe that God created us, and He provided an instruction book for us to plan for eternity. And He shows us the way. He shows us what that path is, what that bridge is, how we can plan for a great eternity, because eternity is a long time. And I don't know about you, but I'd like to have that eternity doing good things. You know, the Bible talks about heaven. And there's a lot about heaven. And okay, I just came to the end of this, but it doesn't end. Our eternity never ends. This represents our life here on earth. This is eternity. Let's plan on it. Let's plan for eternity. Let's do it together.